Hey, what's up? This is just a quick story about a dream I had back in September of 2011. So, uh, I was working nights and I was sleeping and I had set my alarm and gone to sleep. And just a little backstory on how I dream. My dreams are very vivid and I can see colors, I can taste, I can smell, and sensory wise it's almost like I'm in my dreams, like I'm physically interacting in them. So I had this dream, and this is my crazy dream that I want to share. So anyways, I'm out in the middle of this, I'm on this property and it's like back east. It's really green, really lush, and there's a Victorian style house, big 2-story house, with the white pillars out front and everything. And there's horses, and the horses are free. They've gotten out of their pens, and the horses are running around. And there's all these, staff, property staff, and little jockeys dressed as jockeys chasing down these horses. While they're doing this, I'm on the side of the house working on a portion of the fence. I'm repairing the barbed wire fence, the top of the fence, the barbed wire, and I have my Suburban pulled up next to me, and my family, my wife and kids, are in the Suburban watching me work on the fence. And the first thing that popped in my head in my dream was, why am I working on a fence? I don't normally do fences. It's not what I do. And so that was the first thing in my dream that immediately struck me as odd or out of place. Like, why am I fixing somebody else's fence? If anything, I would be fixing my own fence. And so I'm working on the fence and I'm getting close to finishing up what I'm doing, and the horses are, got tons of guys around them trying to round them up and get them back in their pens. And then up along the side of the house, and in between the house and my vehicle, the homeowner walks up. And the homeowner starts talking to me, and I was like, this is weird because the voice sounds so, familiar. I've heard this voice before. I know who this person is. And the person, I look over, and it's Barack Obama. And he's like, hey, I just wanted to see if you and your family would like to come in and eat with us. And I was like, okay. And, it was just kind of, in my dream, I'm thinking at the same time I'm dreaming. So I'm like, this is just weird. And so my wife and kids, we end up having dinner, and they have this huge dining room. And I have no idea why he approached me and asked us to have dinner. And so we have dinner, and him and his wife Michelle go towards the kitchen, and we're talking. So I go along with them, and we end up in the kitchen, and it's a really nice kitchen. I mean, it's got granite countertops. You got your stainless steel fridge, and I can tell you where everything is. My dreams are just like that. And then what happens is they have a stool. They had like a bar stool. The counter, you got your fridge, and then it goes down, the counter goes down a little ways, and then makes a 90-degree turn to the left, and then you have your sink and more counter space, and then it makes another 90-degree hook where there's a little bar. And so he has this stool, and he's sitting in front of the sink, and Michelle is standing in front of this, in front of the fridge, facing him. And he sits down on the stool, and he kind of like pauses. And the look on his face is a look of deep, deep thought and consideration for what he's about to say. And in my dream, I already know what he's about to say. And he looks up at me, and he's just about to tell me what it is he was going to say. And then I hear my wife's voice. Hey, don't you have to get up for work? And I wake up, and I'm like, what just happened? My alarm literally had just a few minutes left until I was supposed to get up. And I'm like, you woke me up, and I was in my dream. It was a crazy dream, and I was, we ate, I was working on this fence, and we ended up eating dinner at the Obamas, and then, he was going to ask me or tell me what he was going to say, and you woke me up. So, yeah, needless to say, he was troubled. The look on his face was he was troubled, and he had some specific things he wanted to say. But that's my subconscious. That's, for me to know. But it was just, for me, the dream was surreal. It was funny, and it was just like, you woke me up right before he was gonna say it. And it was like, my dream was so real. It was like, as soon as he started talking, it would have solidified it as if he was actually talking to me. So, anyways, that's some crazy random stuff from me. Alright, later.